Excellent. Hi, Tom. Hi, everyone. Good evening to everyone across Australia and Aotearoa, New Zealand. We are live streaming to you from Surrey Hills in Sydney, New South Wales, the lands of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. We would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land and pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging, and celebrate the diversity of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples and their ongoing culture and connections to the lands and waters of Australia. I'm Livia, the competition lead. You'll see me on Slack answering questions. My team also manages hackerspace, challenges, and judging. So if there's one person to be nice to, that's me. And next to me, I've got Tom.
Hello.
So Tom, do you want to introduce yourself?
Okay, hi, I'm Tom Worthington. So I've been the GovHack Government and Education Liaison over many weeks. And I'm delighted to see we have a lot of government agencies, federal government, state government, even local government, and universities, other educational institutions helping us out across the nation and New Zealand today.
Excellent. All right, so today for trivia, we are going to be using a program called AHA Slides. It's similar to Kahoot if you've played it before. If you haven't though, don't worry, we're going to go over the rules and we're also going to have practice questions so everyone knows what's going on. So for those who haven't played before, we're going to be hosting 3 rounds of trivia. In each round, we're going to be asking 12 general knowledge questions. You're going to have 30 seconds to select the correct answer from 4 multiple choice. And then the faster you answer, the more points you're going to earn. We're going to have a practice question as mentioned. So don't worry if you've never done this before. If you still don't get the rules, we're all going to go through this first one together. To join the game, grab your mobile phones, and what you're going to do is you're going to scan the QR code that we've got on the screen for you now. This is going to take it's going to be up there somewhere. So it's going to take you directly into the quiz, and you'll notice it's going to ask you for your hackerspace username. This is so if you place first, second, or third, we will award you with a prize badge. And if you're in a physical location as well, there might be some physical goodies that we'll be giving out. If you want to remain anonymous, that's perfectly okay as well. You can put any username you like. And if you do place, just grab a screenshot at the end and then send that via Slack to either myself, Tom, or another GovHack lead. Alrighty, so I can see.
So, and we're just going to give you a little bit of time so you can scan in that QR code, put in your details, and be ready for a practice round.
Exactly. I can see the numbers jumping up. This is good. It's going up every second. So about 26, 27 people, 28, 29, 30. Numbers are looking good.
They are looking good. And this is actually, speaking of education as I was before, we actually use this technology, not this particular product necessarily, in education now.
Oh gosh, that's I look young, but I did go to uni more than 10 years, about 10 years ago now. Yeah. So I feel like we never had any of this.
So we give the students a question and give them a little time to do it and see how they do it. Wow. You do it beforehand, give them some training, see how they do it the next time.
Oh, so okay, so it sounds like you can measure improvement then.
Yeah.
It's kind of perfect. I love it.
But make it a bit like a game.
Okay, cool. So it's kind of like tricking people into learning. I like it. Oh wow, so we're getting some good numbers. So about 50, 51, 52, 53 people now. It's really getting up there. Loving the emojis. So I know you can see it. So keep clicking away at those emojis if you're liking the trivia so far.
Is that what all the little indications are on the bottom of the screen?
Yeah, that's right. So on your screens, participants, if you're looking for something to do, you can click the emojis to show how you feel. It's a lot of sad faces. I'm just going to assume it's like a Gen Z thing that I don't understand,
Well, they've been at this hackathon for a little while now, so, they might be a little bit tired.
That's true. That's true.
They've been working away. And in case I don't remember to remind you at the end, you should be starting on your video at noon tomorrow.
That's right. So hopefully you've all created your profile page on Hackerspace. you've added yourself to your team. If you are in a big team, what you might want to do is click on your team page and just check you've got all your team members on there. You haven't left anyone off. Make sure you've gone to the challenge and you've clicked enter. So that you have to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, go all the way down beyond the data sets, click enter and just double check that you've all entered your challenges. All right, so it looks like we've got quite a few people. We might get started. So we've got about 61, 76 people joining. This is an excellent turnout. And don't forget, we have 3 rounds. If you miss out on the first round, that's okay. Ask your team members to join on the second round.
And this is just a practice, just to see how to do it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, what happened there? Alrighty, so let's get on. So I almost skipped the practice for you guys, but Tom reminded me. Excellent. So for practice question, we are asking, where are you located?
And of course, there's no right answer for this.
That's right. So are you in Australia or are you in New Zealand? And everyone gets 30 seconds to answer this question.
And we did.
Yeah.
Yes, so there may be a little delay one way or another. So look at your phone to see when things finish.
Wow, we've got 73 people coming in from Australia and only 2 from New Zealand. It'd be like 9 p.m. for them, I guess. So it might be a bit late.
I always have trouble with time zones.
Yeah, okay. I just know it would be much later than them. So hopefully you've all got a feel for what it's like. So make sure you select your answer and you also click submit as well when you're submitting. Okay, so I think everyone's practiced up, and what I might do is hand over to Tom and he will take you through round 1. And that's just the leaderboard, but everyone got this one right, hopefully, but we'll keep throughout.
Yeah, so now this is the real thing?
This is the real thing, Tom.
Okay, you ready for round 1?
All right, let's get on to the next question. The first question.
Okay, the first question. What is the rarest M&M colour? Now, these are little brown chocolate things. In my day, they were called Smarties. But anyway.
Were they?
Well, they're similar.
Always thought Smarties and M&Ms are different
Well,
things.
I mean the same.
Oh.
Well, technology, they're not the sponsors, are they?
Okay, I don't think so.
Good.
I think we're allowed to call out some brand names.
Okay, are they blue, brown, green, or black?
Actually, I have no idea for this one.
Okay, and time's up, and the correct answer is brown. And we've got 24 with brown. Black seems to have got quite a following behind it. I would have guessed blue, actually, but congratulations to those who got brown.
Excellent work.
Okay. Am I supposed to be able to pronounce these?
Oh, no. Hopefully everyone can see the live stream,
Yeah.
but congratulations to number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, and 5.
Yes. But it's early days yet.
Oh, yeah, question 1.
Which mammal has no vocal cords? So you've got a rabbit, a sloth, a giraffe, or a worm.
Wonder if it's a trick question. Do worms have vocal cords?
We're getting prompting from our crew here in the background.
Which mammal? Oh, wait, hang on. Are worms mammals? Worms wouldn't be mammals, would they?
Don't try and don't give hints.
All right, no hints, guys.
Okay. And the correct answer was giraffe. And it's a very tall column there. Looks like most people got that right. 29 got giraffe. Worm came in second.
I think they made the mistake I made.
That might have been a misdirection type answer. We use that in education as well.
Tricky.
And looks like the, oh no, we have had a change in leader there, but it's still early days yet.
Love the name.
Okay. How many taste buds does the average human have on their tongue? So we're talking humans, tongues, taste buds. And we've got between 1,000 and 100,000.
Quite a big number. Quite a big number. I think you guys can't see this either, but we've got about 85 people joining us on trivia now. So hello to all of you who have just joined as well.
Okay. And there we go, time's up. And the correct answer is 10,000. I would have guessed higher than that.
Yeah.
But looks like most people got that right as well. And no change in the leadership. Oh,
Slightly.
slightly. What is the capital of Iceland? This is a very different question.
It is.
We're going geographic in this case. I am not even going to try and pronounce the 4 possible answers.
All right, this is why I put them in your section, Tom.
Although I did watch, did you see the movie about the Icelandic entry for the Eurovision Song Contest?
No,
it was a comedy.
I didn't.
It's very good.
Okay. No, I think I have an idea for this one, but I have no idea how to pronounce it.
Okay, time's up, and it looks like almost everybody got Reykjavik. 61
Nice.
for Reykjavik. I hope I got that right. And no change in our results. Our GovHack project entry, how long should your video entry be? I think they've slipped in some learning here. Okay, that video you should start work on at 12 noon tomorrow, Sydney time. How long should it be? A minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes?
Learning and fun. That's what it is.
Yes, well, it's reinforcement. You have to slip in the same thing several times, but
yeah.
don't say exactly the same thing. And the correct answer was just under 3 minutes, and just about everybody got that as well, which is good to know that people know about those videos. And this is question 7 of 13. Which one of these is part of the judging criteria? Originality, relevance, usability, or all of the above?
Another learning question. It's going to help all of you guys. You'll thank us.
And who's doing the judging?
Well, that would be my team and each sponsor. And so what our team does is we go through, we double check all the entries are valid before we pass them on to the judges.
Right. And correct answer, all of the above. I think that one was a little too easy. I think we should have had a trick question in there somewhere. But it's good to know people know what to do in their item.
Oh, Lynn has snuck up, I think.
Yes, we've had some changes down at the lower places, but not up in the top 3.
Sad boys, hard to catch.
In regards to open data, what does GNAF refer to? Is that how you pronounce it?
I feel like I should know this, but I do not. We will learn after this.
Is it Google Open Data Format, Geocoded Address Data, API Standard, or Government Data Classification? I think I know this one.
Okay. Oh.
But I won't tell you. There's a confusing number of acronyms.
Yeah.
in this business. I got caught out by OSI the other day.
I didn't even know what that is.
Okay, there was a wide split here. Geocoded address data, 33 got that. A lot of people going for Google or government data classification. Yes, let's see if that changes any results. Yeah, slight change there, but anybody still could be a winner. This is just the first round. Question 9 of 13. Which is a characteristic of open data? So is it free to use, reuse, redistribute, as predefined organizations, needs to be stored in a database, or restricted to Australian data only? Now, we could have a big argument over the answer to this one.
Oh, no. So it might be one of those controversial trivia questions.
Well, whenever you use the word open, there are different views on what's open and what isn't.
Right. Okay.
But the official answer is free to use, reuse, and redistribute.
So it's another well done, everyone.
But I think we've pretty much got the idea. And just a reminder, the quicker you put your answer in, the better. But if you've got a trade-off with whether you get it right. Firebox is a web browser owned by which company?
So I've been watching the Reacts. So I think the most popular React right now is the, would you call that, a shocked face? So I hope people are learning some new things today.
Doesn't everybody know where Firefox comes from?
Don't know. Hopefully.
I can remember the first web browser.
Ah, what was the first web browser?
I think that I won't tell you in case that's the next question.
That's a good point, actually. No, that is a very good point.
Okay, Mozilla, that's correct.
Pretty much everyone got that right.
Yes. I'm glad to know. Yeah. In which city was the first mobile phone call made? There could be an argument over this one as well, I suspect.
No.
London, New York City, Edinburgh, or Washington, DC? It depends on your definition of a mobile phone.
Okay. Oh, wow. We've got almost 100 people participating now. So if you've just joined, no worries. We've got 3 rounds and the scores do reset after every round. So you've still got, really good chance for rounds 2 and 3.
Okay, and there's a widespread here. New York City, correct answer, came in number 1, followed by Washington, DC, Edinburgh. That's interesting. And London, fewest people.
All right, so I think we're probably closing in on who the winners are going to be for round 1.
Oh, well, here's one for the computer people. What number is represented in binary as 10? You notice I didn't say 10?
I did. Nice catch.
Because we're talking binary here. So is it in decimal 1, 2, 4, or 10? I used to have one of those great big brick phones.
Okay.
The size of a house brick. Yeah. Okay. But in this case, the answer was 2, and just about everybody got that right, which is good.
Excellent. So I was like, I pictured a literal brick, and then I remembered what you were talking about, like the big Motorola phones.
Yeah.
Yep. Got it.
And you used to end up with a baggy, sagged pocket as a result of putting it in there.
Do not have those. Although the way the phones are going, they're getting big again. So that problem could come back to.
Come on, focus here.
Focus.
Back to the questions. What does CRUD stand for?
It's the last question, guys. So make sure you get it in.
Calculate, read, update, duplicate, calculate, read, update, delete, cook, rest, unwind, de-stress, create, read, update, destroy.
Tricky.
I do not know. I'm not familiar with
Ooh.
this term.
Tricky. Okay.
But most of our participants do know that it's create, read, update, and delete. So that's the end of the round.
All right, let's see who's won. Round one.
Wen Zhang Hang, 1,012 points. Please take a screen grab of that and put it in the Slack. Is that the thing to do?
That's the thing to do. And number 2 and 3 as well. Do the same.
And number 2 is, how do I pronounce this?
I think it's like a sad boy.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I was worried it was someone's name and I was going to mispronounce it.
I think it's another Gen Z thing we don't understand.
And then the next one, Matt Sen.
Go Matt. So Matt's been a big supporter of
the top 3, take a screen grab, put it in the Slack.
Exactly right.
To get your badge. But congratulations to all participants. It was a fairly close run thing for 2, 3, 4, and so on.
All right. So if you give us a moment, we will move on. We're going to change up to round 2. So I'll get Tom to fill some time while we do that.
Can I tell you stories about the first GovHack in 2009? Was it in Canberra?
Oh, that'd be excellent, actually.
Well, I don't remember much about it, to tell you the truth. That was actually at the ANU in Canberra. You have to understand, for some participants in GovHack, it's a bit of a shock, the whole process. The speed in particular. If you've got people who are used to, we're going to work on an idea, how many months or years have we got? And you say to them, we've got hours or days. It does take getting used to. I coached several of these, and my main tip was keep the team together. So remember that, it's cooperative. The main thing is to get to the end with the deliverables.
Oh, with the deliverables. Okay.
Well, it's good to have the deliverables. And with friends, and it's about having something that you can explain. So it doesn't have to be highly technical with lots of APIs and things. You have to be able to tell a story.
Excellent. No, I do like that. I do agree, when you've only got a weekend, you might not want to focus on getting a fully polished working solution. And it is a lot about the idea that you submit. So yeah, good tips for you all out there as well. So I think we're ready for round number 2. So what I'm going to do is get the screen share back up so we can get you all onto the QR code, because it is going to be a new code for round 2, and that's because we are resetting the score so that, even if you've joined late, you've still got a chance. You can still place, you can still get that badge for your profile. So same again, here's the QR code. So you want to exit your previous round and scan this new one. So you're joining round 2 now. We'll just give everyone a couple of seconds to do that, because being on YouTube, there again will be a slight delay. So make sure you're just following your phone.
I was just pointing to it up there. I think that's where it is.
Yeah, it's over, we're mirrored, so I'm confused. I think it's over that way, above our head somewhere.
So have you got any tips for GovHackers?
Tips for GovHackers. I've got one for the video, which is, everyone knows videos are big, they take a long time to upload, but if you upload it to YouTube, which is where we recommend, what it does give you is it gives you the URL before the video finishes loading. And so what you want to do is you want to grab that URL, go to Hackspace, attach it to your team's challenge entry. And so that way you don't have to stress about, gigabytes uploading before you do that. So just upload it, immediately get the URL and paste it into your challenge. because at 5 p.m. when the competition closes, you will no longer be able to make any changes to your entry, essentially.
Yes, and even after it uploads, it takes time to render
That's exactly right.
the video.
Yeah.
So you think we've given people enough time?
I think so. I can see there are 86 of you in here, so maybe let's get started. And there you all are. Okay, so good luck, everyone. Question number 1. What is the loudest animal on Earth? Your options are, is it the sperm whale? Is it the howler monkey? Is it the tiger pistol shrimp? Or is it the bulldog bat? I feel like these are very specific animals. I've not even heard of some of them.
Well, you've got a fair idea what they are.
Yep, that's true. And there's no mammal clue this time either. All right, let's have a look. Getting a lot of sad faces on this one, so I'm guessing a lot of guesses. Okay, wow, so actually most of you guys all guessed the correct answer, which was sperm whales. Well done.
Is a sperm whale on Earth?
I guess so. Is that philosophical? Anyway, oh, I see Matt Sen in 3rd place again. Well done. Early days though. Let's have a look at question 2. So in ancient Greece, throwing an apple at someone was a declaration of what? Was it A, friendship, B, divorcee, C, love, or D, duel? So,
an apple.
yeah, an apple, apparently. Declaration of what? I guess.
And please, whatever the answer, refrain from throwing apples at people during GovHack.
Yeah, do not, please, do not do this. Let's see what it is. All right, so the answer is love. And most of you guys got that correct, so well done, everyone. Now, I've just realized because of the delay, you guys are probably finding out the answers before we do and get to see our surprise and amuse yourself.
Well, as long as it's not the other way around.
That's true, that's true. All righty. Have a look at the next question. What river runs through Paris? Got 4 options for you again. Is it A, the Thames? Is it B, the Volga? C, this, oh no, is that the Seine, the Seine River? Seine, the Seine River? Or is it D, I should have never tried to pronounce these.
Orinoco. I remember Paris.
Was it recent? Was it like an early trip?
Oh, many years ago.
Many years ago. Yeah.
Eiffel Tower.
Paris is nice. All right, so it's one I could not pronounce, the Seine River. Very well done, everyone. So I have been to Paris, but apparently not great. Got to go back, basically, is what I think that means. Excellent. So we've got a bit of movement, but we've got Michael Sheehy in place round 1. And sorry, I'm going to stop attempting to pronounce things, I think.
It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, so for this question, we've asked which nut is used to make dynamite, and we had the options were cashews, hazelnuts, almond, or peanuts.
You're on your own with this one. I didn't know they used a nut to make dynamite.
I did not know that either. I did not know that either.
And do I need to repeat? Do not attempt this during GovHack either.
Judging by the sad reacts, I think a lot of people didn't know this either. So we're in good company. Okay, so I think you're all finding out that the answer was peanuts. Okay, and judging by the distribution of answers, I think there were a lot of people that were confused in this one, but somehow a lot of people got it right.
Well, that could be a good thing. People don't know how to make time.
True. Good point. All righty. Question number 5. We asked, how do you contact GovHack? Which email address do you contact to get support? Was it A, hello@govhack.org, B, info@govhack.org, or is it hi@govhack.org, or govhack@govhack.org?
And of course, nobody will have needed this because the information provided on the website and Slack is so good.
Hopefully. And hopefully no one else needs it later either when you're trying to, deadlines. Excellent. So it looks like most people are at info@govhack.org. So the time to use this maybe later is if you have something catastrophic happen. Do let us know at info@govhack.org as soon as possible. Otherwise, Slack's the quickest way to reach us. Oh, Charlotte's done well. Charlotte's climbing up. All new people as well. Well done to all these 5 on screen. We're at the halfway point now, so there's still plenty of time to get up into the leaderboard. So this question we asked, a Seuss gets its name from which mythical entity? Was it a city, a weapon, animal, or a god?
Well, I had an Asus computer and I didn't even know that it was a mythical entity.
Me neither.
I thought it stood for some techo thing.
Same. The capital letters, right? It's misleading. All right, let's find out what the answer is. It's an animal. And most people put God, which was not correct. Well, we've all learned something now. Zeus, as in Pegasus. Pegasus is Zeus. Anyway, we'll all Google this later.
Pegasus as in horse.
As in, yeah, is that where it's got its mythical name from? I don't know.
Next question. We'll focus on the next question.
We do. All right. So what is the age restriction to compete in GovHack? So that should say, what is the age restriction? Is it above 10 years old, above 12 years old, above 18-year-olds, or there is none? Just going to give everyone a bit more time to put their answers in before we reveal what it is. Okay, so the correct answer was there actually are no restrictions in age. So everyone is welcome at GovHack.
But
at some sites, you may have to be accompanied by an adult. But the event information should specify that before you arrive. And so one year we actually had a competitor that was only 4 years old.
And I've got my working with children card.
Very good, very good.
Us teachers have to have that.
Excellent. This one's tricky. Who is the current National Data Commissioner? Is it, you know what, I'm not going to try to pronounce these names this time. I have. That's one of the 4 answers on the screen. This one's tricky. I feel like one's an odd one out there, and I'm hoping no one picks that one.
Yes, I can think of a 5th answer, but I'll tell you that later.
Okay. Maybe when we have to, when we're changing up to round 3. There we go. So the correct answer is Gail Mills, which quite a distribution though. So it looks like a lot of people, didn't know this one, which is fair enough.
So former politician didn't appoint themselves secretly?
Maybe we won't know that for a while. Getting to the final 4 questions now. I think you could still get up into the top 5. Who is the peak independent data authority in Australia? Is it Data Collectors Australia, Opening Data AU, Open Data Australia, or Open Data Commission? Very similar answers we've given here.
Shouldn't tap on the table because the microphone's there.
I'm seeing a lot of sad reacts though, so I'm going to guess maybe a couple of people were tricked by this one.
It's useful to know if you're doing open data.
It is useful. Okay, so the correct answer was Open Data Australia, and it looks like about half of you guys got that. Half of you participating got that one correct. So well done. See if there's a new winner. No movement. All right, we've got Stephen Hodgson, who's come in. But apart from that, the top 4 are doing well. For this question, we asked, where was the World Wide Web invented?
I know this one.
Okay. Was it in Switzerland, Argentina, Denmark, or Belgium? Got a lot of laughing reacts on this one. So I'm wondering is there any funny story for this one or no?
Had a visit from the inventor in Canberra.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you met the inventor of it.
Well, it was me and 5,000 other people in the room at the time.
Excellent. So it looks like most of our audience know it's Switzerland.
That mightn't be entirely correct because it was at CERN and their collider goes across several countries.
Right. Okay. But it sounds like they've done a good PR job in claiming it then.
But I think headquarters is in the Swiss bit.
Gotcha.
That's Tim Berners-Lee.
Oh, yes, that's right. Second last question. What is the full name of the language used for describing the presentation of a document written in a markup language, such as HTML? Ooh, very techy, this one. Is it customizing style sheets, cascading style sheets, created style sheets, or combined style sheets? Another tricky one.
Oh, everybody must know this.
Let's have a look. And if you don't get your team members to teach you, maybe that's what GovHack's about, right? Learning new skills. So the correct answer for this one is cascading style sheets, which most of our audience got correct. So well done. Now let's have a look. So I want to acknowledge these 5 people at the moment that are in the top 5. You're doing very, very well. We've just got one question left, so let's see how we go. Final question for this round. And if you've just joined, we do have a 3rd round as well, so don't you worry. We asked, in which year was Nintendo founded? Was it 1993, 1940, 1889, or 1901? Quite a spread of years there.
Yes, this could be a trick question as well.
Could be a trick question. That's right, because Nintendo as it is today, a gaming company, but might not necessarily be.
Oh, no spoilers.
No spoilers. Sorry, I'm getting clues again. All right, let's have a look at the answer. The correct answer was 1889. So that's fairly early on, actually. Fairly early on.
Yeah, well, they were those gaming machines are making very impressive for the time.
Wow, gosh. So see, we've got a couple of people, pretty much split half. The people that knew the answer and the people just thought it was pretty recent. All right, so we won't do a drum roll, but we can have a virtual one for the winner, and let's have a look.
Brendan B.
Well done.
Now the top 3, take a screenshot and put it into Slack so that you can get your badge.
That's exactly right.
When they got the badge, what do they do with it?
You can probably display it on your profile page.
Okay.
And share it with all your friends. So we're going to move on to round 3 now. So if you've just joined, it is not too late. We're going to switch the slides, get into the 3rd round. There's going to be a new QR code again that you're going to join, and scores reset as well. So it doesn't matter if you've missed the first 2 rounds, you can still win and you can still get that badge of yours.
Okay, well, you do a bit of machinery and I'll just give some tips on making your video. Remember the length of it, and remember it will take some time to upload and do all those things, and remember things will go wrong at the last minute, so don't leave it too long. And I guess my tip is tell us a story. So what's the problem? What solution are you providing with it? And don't worry too much about production values. It doesn't have to be high quality acting, high quality production. It's more about the sentiment. As long as people hear what you're saying, follow the logical path that you're going through. That's what the main part that matters. And don't leave it till the last minute, because something always goes wrong. And of course, use whichever technology you have to hand, smartphone, camera in the laptop. Don't go and try and use something you're not familiar with. Just use what you're used to, the software you're used to for doing videos. Of course, I have a confession to make.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I've got this software I use. I give it PowerPoint slides and the script, and it narrates the video in a voice which sounds like me, so that there are no ums and ahs.
Ah, is that how you do it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's a pro tip for you.
But there's many little tools you can use where it'll do an animated character and everything. They get a bit tedious after about 30 seconds though.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think I've seen those. Okay, so I think I'm almost done with the slides. I'm going to hit this down. I'm going to generate everyone a new QR code.
Yes, you'll need to get your phones ready to scan in the code that's about to appear on your screen. There we go. There's a new QR code for you. We'll give you a little time to do that. Now, do you have any tips for tomorrow?
Any tips for tomorrow? I'd say maybe before everyone goes home today to, make sure you end in a good state. You're kind of clear on which challenges you're entering. You're clear on what's left to do, because often in the last minutes, lots of activity. So you just want to make sure everyone kind of knows what their role is what I'd say.
And thank each other for the job done, because it can get a bit tiring and a bit stressful at times.
Yeah, that's true as well. And when the competition does end at 5 p.m. local time, if you're in a physical location, you'll be gathered into a room, and then there will be a closing ceremony as well. And depending on the location, you will get a chance to share your 3-minute video. And so all the participants, you spent all weekend with get to see what you've been working on. So if you do have the time, you stick around for that. You can have a look at what everyone's been working on.
Well, that sounds exciting.
Yeah. And if you're online as well, feel free to post your video and share it on Slack if if you're happy to do that. And I'm sure everyone would be super interested to see what everyone's been working on this whole weekend.
Okay, we better
let's do it. I think we've got enough people. All righty. So start the quiz. Final round. All right, Tom, this one's over to you.
Okay. So this is number 12 questions. Which country is the largest producer of vanilla? So is it Papua New Guinea to our north, Indonesia also to our north, Mexico over that way a bit, or Madagascar over the other way?
Very exotic locations.
Yes, and I guess we're talking about real vanilla in this case, not artificial stuff.
That's right.
And most people got it right, Madagascar. With Trash in the lead. Remember, there are more points for a fast answer, although correct is also a good idea. What does LAN stand for? Local Area Network, Localized Artificial Network, Library Access Network, Local Antenna Network. I guess this would be within the context of GovHack.
Getting a lot of thumbs up on this one, so I'm hoping this means everyone is confident in their answer.
Everyone was confident and correct. Local Area Network.
Well done.
Trash still in the lead? Oh, no. Michael.
Dropped down. I think we saw Michael earlier. Doing very, very well.
How many bones do sharks have in their bodies? No hints on this. Is it 0, 12, 21, or 143?
Big difference in all the numbers. I would have to guess this one. I have no idea. Getting a lot of thumbs up again, though. Hopefully
Yeah,
means everyone's.
they're confident.
Yeah, they are confident. Everyone's.
I think it's part of GovHack. You have to be confident to do this sort of thing.
Possibly.
And the correct answer was 0. This was a trick question. 37
Right.
0. Sharks don't have bones. I think it's cartilage.
Right, it's cartilage thing. Yep. Makes sense.
Okay, the first network email was sent by computer engineer Ray Tomlinson in 71. He emailed himself, said something like, QWERTY. We know how he generated that. What year? 71, 73, 84, 86.
Again, I have no idea on this one. It's stuck in the dark for me.
You don't know an era when there wasn't email.
Yeah, precisely.
Okay, it looks like many people got this right. 1971.
Well done. I think I got to learn up on these facts is what I'm learning.
Oh, yes, still in the lead, Michael. Question 5, nearly halfway through the last one. What is the oldest active volcano on Earth? Mount Etna, Mount Yasur, Mount Erebus, Mount Surakarma?
Guess I've stopped trying to pronounce names. Probably Sakurajima. Hopefully that was okay.
You're not geologically inclined.
No, seems like I'm not actually. Yeah. I am the West direction skills though, so Google Maps is my favorite app.
Okay, most people got it correct. Mount Etna. Six of 12, halfway there. Which subatomic particle does an MRI use to align atoms with a strong magnetic field? I feel like I'm in the Big Bang Theory here. Neutrons, protons, electrons, none.
This is very random. I feel like a lot of their questions were random.
I'd have to think about this.
I don't know this one either.
It helps if you know what MRI stands for.
Probably. Oh, it doesn't. Ah.
Okay, most people thought it was electrons, which is a reasonable guess. 24 with protons. Yes, so magnetic resonance imaging. Does it change things? A little. So number 12, what program do we use to instantly communicate in GovHack? Now, you should know this because we've been using it this evening.
I'm hoping to see our first 100%. All right, so the options you had were Slack, Discord, WhatsApp, or Google Chat. And hopefully you're all registered on this platform.
Not Zoom?
No, Zoom didn't even make a mention.
That's not instant.
No, oh, that's true, it's not instant. Hey.
Okay, the correct answer, which nearly everybody got, was Slack.
Nice.
Which of these is not a GovHack value? Hackers first, global problem solver, volunteer driven, bear.
So hopefully everyone's.
Do we have a list of?
Do we have a list? We do on our
values?
website. We do have it on our website. I should know these. And fair in this context doesn't mean, the usual. We mean in data terms, is the data open and all of that. Oh.
Okay. Global problem solver is not a GovHack value?
No, so we don't aim, it's not a value, so it's not what we aim to be,
Mhm.
but we do want it to be volunteer driven. We do want to be hackers first, and we do want to make use of open data, which is that last one.
And if we happen to solve global problems, that's just a bonus.
Exactly, that's exactly right. It's what we do. Oh, no change.
How many additional data sets have been published on data.gov.au since 2013? Seems a long time ago now.
Yeah, it does. How many years? About 10 years.
3,000, 5,000, 7,000, 10,000. So this is additional since its inception.
Yeah, so I think when it was first released, it released with this bunch of data. And then since then, how much more has been added?
Okay, majority got it, 7,000.
Getting a lot of thumbs up as well. I think people like that one.
And of course, gov.data.au is where you find open government data. But I guess you all knew that. In relation to open data, what does a scrub mean? Okay, cleaning the data of irregularities, remove identifiers such as names, ensure the data is not insulting, ensure the records contain current accurate data.
So this is another one where if you don't know what this means, learn, your colleagues, great place to learn from.
And it's not an acronym?
Oh no, it's not, I don't think so.
Okay, but it seems everybody but me knew this one. Remove identifiers. So it's de-identifying the data because we don't want to inadvertently put private details of people out there. We're nearly there. Question 11 of the last set. What was the original name of social media platform Twitter? Twitter, or Chipper?
Love that. All very similar again.
Yes. I guess it was a copyright issue.
Possibly, yeah.
Something like that.
Interesting. I like how they added more vowels when normally you're taking them away when you're a startup.
Or putting some Z's in. Okay. Okay, so it was Twitter with fewer letters, as you say. Lots of people went for Chipper. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Makes sense.
And then that's Brendan in the lead. Was that the last question?
No, but this is the last time I'm going to see it before we announce the winner.
Right.
So here we go.
Last question. Which of these is not a just-in-time programming language? JavaScript, Java, C#, C++.
Tricky one to end on.
Yes, I think we can have an argument about this one.
Oh,
too.
nice. So many questions.
About what's a just-in-time programming language?
All right.
Are you a programmer in one of these?
We had to do Java and C# in uni.
Okay, so the correct answer was C++. Lots of people went for JavaScript. I wonder if maybe they got confused between just-in-time and real-time programming
Okay.
languages.
Yeah, yeah. One for everyone to Google
Mhm.
after this.
Brendan B, well done. Take a screenshot along with number 2 and number 3 and submit that to Slack for your badge.
Well done. So that's the end of round 3.
Okay, time for a wrap up.
I think so.
I think we're over time, aren't we?
Oh, wow.
And all we have to do now is to thank everyone for joining. If you're in the top 3, take a screenshot, put it in. And the last thing, remind people.
Remember to submit your video by midday tomorrow. Don't leave it to the last minute. Yeah, so I guess you will have a couple hours. Definitely start by 12. Get that URL and put it onto your Hackerspace profile. I think that's it from us. Thank you so much, everyone, and happy hacking.
And congratulations to everybody who took part.